Hello everybody, Steve-Wagon here, and welcome back to another episode of Wani Hug That Gator. Where last we left off, Mr. Ferris, Mr. Iadikan had a little bit of a shining moment, took an axe to some of Olivia's work. Kind of sort of like a setting her free moment sort of thing. We did a little reaffirming of our goals. And then we had a nice little lunch or dinner, I guess, with Olivia and Liz. They had a bit of a spit, a bit of a fight, but we solved it. We helped them out, I hope. So now, let's move on and find out exactly where we are now. ... After going home that night, Olivia texted me all night and well into the morning. We ended up talking about all sorts of things. Mia, our arts, various shows, just about everything. Never seen her that excited before. For someone with sore hands, she sure types fast. And for someone that doesn't much like talking at all, she sure types a lot. That there. I certainly can't keep up. And when she didn't want to talk, she sent more doodles and sketches. Sleep wasn't really an option on my end either. And Guts' doodle ventures were quite entertaining to read. Since then, we've been texting more every night. Not as much, since I do need my sleep. But right now, I'm just waiting for art class to end. Mr. Trigums is apparently one of those substitutes that demands complete silence until class is over, but doesn't care beyond that. So even though I'm sitting about 2 feet away from Olivia, we're having to text each other. She's quite the storyteller with those doodles. Like right now, as I try to keep up with the tale of Guts writing Okay, hold on. Just break his flashing stick. Need it for my muse, that, doing it for me. What's he writing again? He's piloting the main golem from Gundam Finn. A giant robot from one of those shows she's been wanting us to watch together. I mean, we would. I totally want to. Just Olivia and I, sitting side by side on my couch. Maybe as we're getting tired, we start leaning against each other. I could even offer to keep her warm. Bzz, clatter. Whoops. Catching my phone on the precipice of my desk, I see that Olivia had sent an even more detailed version of the previous Guts drawing. And this is why, for how dumb as it is, Finn is still fun to watch. Oh yeah, look. Is that he's piloting the main golem for Gundam Finn. Is that Guts or is that the golem? What's going on? I don't get it. Neither do I. You almost didn't get your phone just now. Yeah. But if you'd watch, you would. If you'd watch it, you would. Guts, please. I caught my phone, didn't I? Just talking about. One day, maybe. Though only if it's with her. One day, yes. Ah, crap, teacher. Don't want to lose my phone. Okay. After a couple of minutes without any alerts, I accept that the Gator Girl really is done for now. With a quick look at the clock on the wall, I figured I've got a few more minutes before I absolutely must hide my own phone. Iadikan's been out for about a week and a half, so we've been stuck with Mr. Trigums. Apparently, he doesn't like electives. I swipe back, looking through the pieces she sent me over the last couple of hours. A lot of the references go over my head, but the few that don't earn a hearty chuckle from me. Then there's the more detailed ones, the drawings that'd be good enough to actually render. I smile as I save those. I've been meaning to ask if she'd finish one, back when she started doing this, but I never got around to it, simply saving it in a folder. A folder that's grown to a couple dozen now. Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Would Jerome Clarkson please come to the office? Thank you. Re-click. The announcement makes me nearly drop my phone again. They'd been going on all morning, just calling random students to the office. A buzz from my phone has me check it again to see another message from the Gator girl. Never mind. Teach is acting weird today. Weird. I look at our substitute. Mr. Tigrums isn't paying any attention to us. In fact, he's just kinda looking through the desk he sat at. Weird. Same here. Think it has to do with the office thing? I thought she was like right next to us. What do you mean? What do you mean same here? I don't know. Was thinking it was the short day maybe. That was another thing. I think the entire class realized something was up with how fast class periods were going today. Crap. No, my phone! Ah, man. I look at my phone on the floor, the corner of the screen chipped away. Picking it back up before any of my classmates can step on it out of their way to lunch. I also just noticed that Ben wasn't here in class either. No, my phone! Hurry up. Short day means lunch earlier. Heading to lunch, I realize I'm actually not that hungry. Strange. I guess it's an internal clock thing. I'm just so used to eating at the same time every day. Ooh! It's snowing! Looks like I'm not the only one, as the usual war zone in the cafeteria has expanded to spill into the surrounding hallways. It's loud enough to even cover up the continued announcements. Urkel! Thank you. Click. Mostly. I've gotten pretty good at weaving through the chaos, relatively unscathed, but man, these guys have way too much energy. What are they even fighting about? But as always, the table in the back is left alone. What is that? Damion is chattering loudly about his day so far to Olivia, who's occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. Liz flails her arms around to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inco! Hey, what's going on at Olive Garden today? Dots. Did I say all? Yeah. Whack his noggin! The meter stick falls onto my head. Ah, it's just a joke, a quip. How long did it take you to come up with that one? It was about 2 a.m. last night. Whack him again! Hey! Stop! Best $10 I've ever spent. Spent $10 on that thing? It looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. Just like the real one. He'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. Oh, it's Mia. Alright. Bite me. Ah, stop it! She makes the head gnaw on my face a little. Hey. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it. I got a new friend right here. Ooh, wow. I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones. That makes me so happy. Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. I still think it's a little weird. Oh, live a little. Say, you guys aren't eating either? It's too early. I'll just eat when I get home. The lunch ladies don't really try on half days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes it itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal of whatever Olivia makes later. Get your own. I've changed my mind. She has too much power. this is great. Aha! It is mine now. Olivia reaches over to gnaw on Damion again, and I snatch it out of the air. No. I aim to hitch it right onto Olivia's snout. Bullseye. It's clamped shut. The evil is defeated. While I'm giggling like a schoolgirl, Olivia uses the chance to grab the hand back. Fine, no more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damien's attention wanders towards Liz, who seems to be lost in thoughts. Hey Liz, what's in your head? Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Scaler this morning while running some errands for Stu Co, and she was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clamped up. I've never seen her like that before. She must have drank bad coffee or something. I don't think that makes people sad. I can tell you from experience. It just makes you really have to. Looks like I got a text. Liz pulls out her phone, craning her head down to get a better look at the screen. It's from Ben. Come, having a student council meeting. Huh, normally it's a bit more formal than that. I guess since it's a half day and all. Oh well, duty calls. Sorry for having to leave early, guys. No worries, Liz. We can meet up after school. Sounds good. I'll see you all later then. What would you guys want to do after school? I don't know. Maybe we can hang out at my place. Too cold to get in the pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. I look over to Olivia, who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Got any ideas, Liv? We could doodle some. Like charades? Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Then I can really wipe the floor with Olivia. Oh, save your breath, Nito. You know my stuff will own you and your chicken scratch. Wanna bet? Ha, that's a sucker's bet. Alright then, loser has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands, making the wager official. Wait! Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Thank you. Click. ... The monotone voice of the intercom, combined with the strange atmosphere of the school, is starting to unnerve me. We all look at the Gator girl, who rolls her eyes and starts wheeling away from the table and towards the exit. What is going on here? After she'd left, everything felt more off. Lunch came to an end, and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we can hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. I look at Olivia's desk, still empty 5 minutes into Prockling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's become a habit for me to write an extra set of notes for Olivia. I look at the 2 mostly blank pages in front of me. Like with our other teachers, I notice something's off with Prockling. She barely says anything, instead just asking us to read the chapter on the Great War. I do just that, and 5 pages in, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that it was the stupidest reason for a world war to break out. A bunch of European countries unhappy with being ruled by a bunch of other European empires, deciding to revolt and dragging all their allies into the quagmire. I'm really struggling to make sense of the information, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. It oozes pro-Gilded Age corporatism, the kind that genuinely believe that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people was a form of unionism. With a sigh, I busy myself with taking notes for myself and Olivia. As I do, my eyes continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Prockling, and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter at all. In fact, she's just kinda staring off into space. It's highly unusual, considering how much emphasis she puts on proper class focus. Yet there she is, spacing out like she is no better than the teenagers she teaches on the daily. I'm almost tempted to raise my hand and ask her a question to snap her back to reality when the room's speaker comes to life. Re? Would Incognito please report to the office? Incognito, please report to the office. Thank you. Click. I look up to Miss Prockling. I got called, but she's still the arbiter of who leaves her class and when. But she doesn't meet my eyes at all. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. I pack my things and shuffle out of the classroom. All the while, the stares and murmurs from other students grow ever more intense. What is happening? My mind immediately begins to wander. Why am I being summoned to the office? They sure are calling up a lot of people. Maybe it's related to 2 weeks ago. The only thing keeping me company on my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles on tile. They must spend a fortune on polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes, quickly recognizing the figure that approaches. It's Ben. He does not look happy. I guess the student council wrapped up their meeting, though there's no sign of Liz anywhere. As the parasaur makes his way closer, I notice he has a complicated expression on his face. Hey, Ben. Hey, Ben. What's up? What's going on? He flinches as I call his name and looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds, but he doesn't say anything. Everything all right, dude? Dots. Suddenly he turns away and continues down the hall. A sinking feeling takes hold of my chest. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but can't think of anything to say. I guess I better get going. What is that? What's going on? Is the school shutting down? Is some department shutting down? Are people getting kicked out of school? Is it Mia? Did she do something? After another minute of walking, I reach the door of the principal's office and find it wide open. Come in. I step into the office and close the door behind me, following the source of the deep voice. Oh, Mr. Ferris! I realize now that I've never seen the interior of the office before. It's fairly standard for an office. A long wooden desk, a filing cabinet, a few potted plants, and a couple of shelves for storing all sorts of things. However, on closer inspection, I notice things look a little more disheveled than I expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open, and the potted plants are either overwatered or wilting. Is this really Scalar's office? Mr. Nato. My attention is suddenly pulled away towards the hulking figure sitting behind the desk. I can only imagine what that office chair is going through right now. Sir, is everything all right? Have a seat, please. He motions to a small plastic chair on my side of the desk. How have you been, Nito? Or Inco? I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. He nods to himself, holding his eyes closed. Well, that's good to hear. The whale looks down at an open folder on his desk, taking a moment to look over some kind of documents. I have news for you regarding your instructor for AP Art Design and Photography. What do you mean? What happened? What happened to Mr. Iadikan? You mean Mr. Iadikan? Yes, Mr. Iadikan. A fine teacher, if student surveys are anything to go by. He also spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Yeah, I think so. Did something happen? My heart drops as Ferris's brow lowers ever so slightly. Suddenly, his tone completely shifts into one more clinical. Over the last 2 years, Mr. Iadikan has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma that originated in his vertebrae. His tone is heavy. I don't quite know what ailment he just named, like he should spit on the doctors responsible for discovering it. But the practiced movements and worn-out features are undeniable. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student he's broken the news to has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be as tactful as he can, the attempted reverence is lost as he recited scripted lines just a few too many times already. He can't muster much more than this flat citation. This analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as though prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris notices my subtle confusion and clarifies, like he must have done a few dozen times already. Bone cancer. Mr. Iadikan was well advised by medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down. The cacophony of thoughts swirling in my head makes it nearly impossible to think, impossible to focus on anything. Right now, all I can do is revel in it. Time passes. I'm not sure how much, but I still can't get a grip on my own mind. Ferris is calmly waiting for me to say something, but I can tell he's becoming uncomfortable. There's only one thing that I can muster the will to ask. Why? The whale grimaces. I wish I had an answer. His inflection tells of his own questioning thoughts. The exchange seems to give Ferris the energy to continue, however. On Sunday, Mr. Iadikan was hospitalized due to complications with his illness. He passed away the following morning. No. It can't be. No. I have nothing to say. I am so distraught right now. Oh my god. ... Olivia was called here before me. Counseling will be available for you and anybody else affected. Sorry, do you know where Olivia went? No, she didn't say. I'd like to go now, Mr. Ferris. Yes, feel free. I stand up from the plastic chair, pushing it closer to the principal's desk. Offering one last nod to the superintendent, I let myself out of the office. As soon as the door clicks shut, I start running. Shit. Where would she go? The studio room, maybe? It's the best lead I have. Thanks to all those gym classes, I'll have no trouble getting there quickly. My new destination takes me up the main staircase of the school and onto the second floor. It's not long before I'm staring down the hallway of Iadikan's classroom. I breathe a sigh of relief as I spot Olivia sat in front of the door. God, what do I even say to her? My thoughts come crashing to a halt as I see another dinosaur beside her, gesturing maniacally. Ben? From an outsider's view, it looks like Ben is trying to talk her into something. But there's such a stark contrast between their moods. I suppose Ben is mourning too, but maybe he's just handling it differently. That's the plan I have in mind. What do you think of it? Olivia? Yeah. Oh, okay. Olivia's reply come off weak and unfocused, like she wasn't talking to Ben at all. Can I count on you to be a part of it? Sure. Remain obscured from view. This doesn't seem like a conversation I should intrude on. I'll just catch up to Olivia after. Honestly, I'm somewhat surprised Ben is talking to her. No, maybe that Olivia is listening to Ben, that those differences are being put aside. For once, our priorities align. I had thought to come to Olivia too. I wonder, Iadikan was a mentor to each of us. Like, he'd always be around to help us. But now, all the little things that make you anxious or aggravated are gone in an instant. And all that's left is reality. Why bother with this dramatic garbage? If now's not the time to be brought together, then when? I'm thinking too much. My hands are shivering. Something in my heart threatens to fall apart, but not now. Her voice was too quiet for me to hear, but whatever she said wasn't what Ben wanted to hear. Olivia, I need to know that you're with me on this. Yeah. Olivia. Ben kneels right next to Olivia's chair, putting the two at eye level, though she kept her eyes averted to the side. I need to know that you're in on this fully. There's a strange panic in the Parasaur's voice. Please, Olivia, for him. Finally, after what felt like a few minutes, despite it only being 4 or 5 seconds, Olivia looks back at Ben's face and gives him a meek nod. I'm going to take that as a yes then. The Gator girl gives no other reply to Ben's words. The only sign that his words had registered in her mind were her hands suddenly, yet gently, shaking, all the while her claws dug even deeper into her wheelchair's armrests. Her bulwark broke at last. Seeing the droplets from her eyes drives a searing pain through my chest. My instincts drove me forward, beyond my common sense. I grip the blue boy's shoulder and pull him up. Ben. The Parasaur's eyes snap up towards me. He makes eye contact with me, a depressive expression coating his face. Inco, what are you doing here? I wanted to see Olivia. Olivia's silver eyes finally lift, and the pain reflected in them threatens to shatter my aching heart. Ben looks back to see those mournful eyes too, though his reaction seems the opposite to mine as a smile draws across his face. Inco, hear me out. I'm trying to organize a eulogy for Iadikan. You know, say our goodbyes to him. He deserves it at least. Olivia, me, and you. He helped each of us so much and... While the Parasaur rambles on, I turn my attention solely on Olivia. I push past Ben and take a knee next to Olivia, now eye level with her. Ben finally stops talking. I can feel his stare boring into the back of my head. He wants an answer for whatever he was just talking about. A eulogy for Mr. Iadikan. It's so surreal to think about that. To think that I spoke to him only yesterday, and today he's just gone. A eulogy. Yeah, it's the least we can do for Iadikan as its pupils. He deserves so much more, though. So much. Right, yeah. Olivia's probably feeling what I'm feeling right now. This fight between reality and emotions. Iadikan's gone, and I'm still trying to process it, trying to accept the fact that I'll never see him again, or listen to him again, or get advice from him again. Never get to impress him, show him how much I've improved because of his lessons. I don't think I'm ready to accept that he's gone. ... Ben clears his throat, snapping me from my stupor and back to our current reality. I'm sorry to be so pushy, but I need to know if you and Olivia are in or not. Ben turns to look at Olivia as he says those words. Olivia, meanwhile, continues to stare absent-mindedly at the wall, almost as if Ben's words were not emanating from right next to her, but a few dozen miles away instead. Ben, I don't think... I suddenly feel a cool, scaled hand fall on top of my own. I turn to look into Olivia's pain-stricken eyes. They gaze deeply into mine, pleading, begging to make the pain vanish. ... I don't quite know what I should do. Oh, man. Ben has the right idea. We should all say goodbye together. We're not ready to say goodbye. I don't know. Oh, man. Iadikan is gone. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay, gee. So technically Ben is right. We should say goodbye. I don't think now is the time to say goodbye, though. I do not think. But it's one of those just... I think we should say goodbye. It's gonna be painful as hell, obviously. But I think it's for the better, you know? Olivia needs us now, more than ever. I think Ben has the right idea. It's what Iadikan would want. These are scary times, so it makes sense to be afraid, to be hurt. Don't worry, Olivia. I place my other hand on Olivia's reassuringly. I'm here with you. We all are. Ben is extending the olive branch here, right? You just need to accept it. Ben gives a tense, shaky, but approving nod. I'm glad you guys are seeing the situation for what it is, and just how important it is that we make this eulogy something beautiful. Olivia glances around hazily, her voice broken. I don't want him to be gone, Inco. There's too much that I didn't... I know, but we need to face reality, and we can do it together. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to face anything at all. It's okay, Olivia. I know I was close to Iadikan, but... I know I was close to Iadikan. But you clearly meant so much more to him, and him to you. He was the only teacher that seemed to really care, right? She nods. So you're the most hurt, the most afraid. Afraid? And we're here to support you. You just need to help us help you. If you're not ready to face reality, we can help you to think straight, to face it together. Can you do that? Her eyes rove over Ben and I, and then back to our interlocked fingers. I take hold of her other hand. She blushes and looks at me dead in the eyes. Can you help us? ... Okay, I'll think about it. I'm still afraid, but if you're there, I'm here. Ben clears his throat. That was, very inspiring of you, Inco. His hands aren't tensed up. He's calmed down a bit. He opens his mouth to continue, but I hold a hand up to stop him. Olivia's had enough for one day. Ben, could we get some time alone together? Oh, of course. I'll give you a bit of time to process all of this. Ben walks up to me and pats me on the shoulder. With a final, solemn look at Olivia and nod towards me, he walks out of the classroom and leaves Olivia and I alone. As the door clicks closed behind him, I hear Olivia take a sharp and shuddery breath before turning to look at me. Her eyes are glossy and puffy at the edges. Trails of tears stain down her cheeks, and her expression is of someone who doesn't want to believe that it's true, but knows deep down that it is. As I look at her, I feel my emotions come back twice as hard. No. I need to be strong for her sake, damn it. Olivia, I try to find the proper words to say something to her. Anything that could give her any sense of comfort to ease her pain. But I feel my throat begin to tighten like someone's hand is around my neck. I don't even notice that I'm crying until my vision becomes blurred with tears. ... Without thinking, I wrap my arms around the Arya Nox and pull her into a hug. Olivia seems shocked at first, frozen by my sudden reaction. But I then feel a pair of arms wrap around me and hands clutching my jacket. Olivia begins to softly sob into my shoulder. I feel my own resolve break down as I hear the increasing pain in her cries. When we're like this, I can't even pretend to be the stronger one anymore. Maybe I could bear the pain of Iadikan, but seeing Olivia like this, I hold on tighter. I don't want to let her go. ... Suddenly, she mumbles something into my shoulder. What was that? We pull apart, and I look over Olivia. Her sunken face is covered in splotches and trails of wet and dry tears. She's hyperventilating and looks like an absolute mess right now. Despite this, her eyes are fierce and lively as they meet mine. I need to do something. Right now? She doesn't respond, hurriedly rolling down the hall towards the elevator. Where would she... The fountain. The only place she could be going. I step forward to follow her, but stop. No matter how I try, I can't continue. This is Olivia's promise, not mine. I have no right to intrude into it like that. ... My hesitancy robbed me of any chance in the matter. Any choice in the matter. She went alone. I'm a fucking idiot. Alone, in this freezing weather, while she's going through this? What the hell was I thinking? I start my silent march through the halls, out of the building, and into the frozen wilderness. ... I can't. He's gone. Mr. Iadikan. You were... Oh my god, I feel tears of my own welling up in my eyes now. Oh man. Bone cancer? Come on. So it's always the brightest of smiles that hides the deepest of pains, or whatever the saying is. I feel so sad right now. ... It's cold out tonight, freshly starting to snow. The world just feels so much smaller, muted, and colorless. Now's not the time. I must find Olivia. ... There's thin tire tracks in the thinly laid on snow, pathing out down the sidewalk. I follow them. The path is serene. The falling flecks of white make it feel like one of Olivia's landscapes. The fountain must be just around the corner. Oh God. I should have gone with her. Of course, the fountain is only accessible with stairs. The steps are tall and coated in a thin layer of ice. It's a death trap. Something rolls down and bumps my shoe. It's one of Olivia's handles. What? My face flashes with heat. My blood runs cold. Oh my God. I can't lose 2 people in one day. Please. I will myself to look up. 8 steps up, Olivia's wheelchair is toppled over on its back. Seat ripped, wheels spread. It's unrecoverable. Oh. Olivia is 2 steps further. Oh wow, the chair really is broken. Olivia's 2 steps further, halfway onto the next ledge, her arm reaching up for the next one. Olivia! Olivia stops and slowly looks back. It's a look of shock and humiliation at being seen like this. She turns back and starts pulling herself up to the next step. Damn it, Olivia. I take a step up and catch myself. No wonder she even got this far. But I find my balance and start marching up towards her. Her arm slides on the edge, and she falls back. I caught her in my arms from behind. I didn't make it. She looks up at me, eyes still filled with tears. I carefully set her down on one of the steps. She hides her face in her palms. I failed, Iadikan. Olivia chokes back a sob. I'm just a stupid, fucked up, fucking chair. And then continues to weep. I sit there and stare for a moment, trying to figure out what to do. I really haven't ever been in a situation like this. The poor girl is shaking. Rather, it's from the cold or hesitation, I don't know. Instinctively, I wrap my arm around her and pull her close to me. Olivia shifts her body accordingly, and we end up in an embrace. Her sobbing calms down to just occasional hiccups, and her body is no longer sapping the heat from me either. I'm sorry, Inco. Sorry for what? Everything. Being an asshole, being a failure, making you waste your time on me. I'm just awful. Don't say that. I love you. That's what I wanted to say. Now isn't the time. I'm your friend. You know that. I'm here for you in the same way you're here for me. Olivia breaks away from our hug. Her face is tear-stained, but she isn't crying anymore. She's looking down at her wheelchair. Do you have a spare at home? No. I stand up, looking at the stairs, towards the fountain, and back to Olivia. I can call Liz if you want. She can come pick us up after we're done. We can worry about your chair then. You're not a failure, Olivia. We're getting you to that fountain. I reach my hand down towards her. Olivia's confusion erodes into a soft smile as she stares at my hand, and then back to me. Come lower, let me grab your shoulder. I've done this a few times before. I lean in close, and Olivia pivots as best she can. Once more, she uses her tail as an anchor in place of her legs. It's holding her up pretty well. Never considered it, but the tail must be pretty muscular. Let's go. I want to make Iadikan proud. I climb up to the next step, placing my foot on solid ground. Olivia waits for me to stop before quickly moving her tail up to the next step as well. It's sort of like we're each one leg. Simple enough. It only now occurs to me how close we are right now. By close, I mean I'm practically cradling Olivia against my side. Up another step. Eventually, we finally make it to the top. I manage to shuffle to the fountain. You can just put me down right here. Alright. I gently lower Olivia down and place her on the lip of the fountain. There's just enough space for her to sit along the edge, with one leg resting on top and the other hanging off. She looks into the still water in contemplation. My eyes follow hers, focusing on the coins that have settled on the bottom of the fountain, though hard to see through the opaque ice. I've stuffed my hands into my pockets for warmth, feeling the skin of my knuckles start to split already. My fingers trace over the quarters I usually use on our lunchtime drinks. Shoot! Powerful sneeze draw me away from my meandering thoughts to see the gator girl quiver on the cold concrete seat. Oh, sorry. Achoo! Damn it. Her jaw is clenched tight, baring her sharp teeth to the world. Her nostrils flare with each of her breaths, the hot air creating a puff of visible mist. And her eyes are filled to the brim with a fiery rage and salty tears. I want to break the silence between us. Ask for her thoughts. She's deep within them, though, raging within her own mind. Finally having the moment to process everything that's happened. In the end, it's Olivia that breaks the silence, with a single, quiet, stain-filled curse. Damn it. Her eyes shut, keeping her tears from falling. Damn it. A hiss seeps through her lips. I made it. I finally made it, but... The thought goes unfinished. She lets her shoulders down and turns her gaze away from the spouting water. Listlessly gazing the obscure afternoon sun that's just managing to peek through the clouds and snow-covered trees. Maybe she's imagining that's where she is now. But what now? I withdraw my hand from my pocket, holding it open to see the pocket change in my palm. Scanning over the water feature before us, I think back to all the times I wanted to do just this with someone else. How about we make a wish? Olivia's brow furrows as she glances off to the side. Her fingers grip her hoodie, and I watch as she considers my suggestion thoroughly. Sure, a wish sounds nice right now. I motion her forward. The gator girl holds her hand out to me, and I drop a quarter into her palm. On 3, I nod in reply. 1, 2, 3. I wish for... Our 2 coins flip in the air together. I watch as the coins spin skyward, crashing through the falling snowflakes. At their apex, the coins seem to pause, just to briefly touch one another. And with a synchronized plop, both of the quarters hit the water together. Leaning forward, I see that the coins even landed on the same side, heads. Wonder if that'll double our chances of making our wishes come true or something. I let out a huff in amusement from Olivia's comments. Though the more I think about it, the more I hope it does. We stay there, looking at the fountain together, in silence. For a moment, it feels as though time has stopped around us. It's just me and Olivia, experiencing the moment together. It almost makes me forget what had just transpired, what we were dealing with, what kind of future the two of us were looking at. For this moment, though, none of those dreadful thoughts matter. What matters right now is finding a small bit of peace or solace. A little bit of calm before the storm that was inevitably coming. A harsh wind chill finally brings Olivia and I out of our thoughts. Hey, I'm sorry for being super distant earlier. You don't have to apologize for that, Olivia. Everyone goes through these sorts of things differently. I know, but I just feel bad. I know I'm not the only one who's sad that Iadikan is gone, but... Her pause makes me stop and turn around to face her. I can see it in her face, that she's trying to form the right words. Iadikan was the first person who I felt was a role model for me. He didn't just believe in me. He made me believe in myself, not just for my arts, but being able to succeed in general. I knew that Iadikan meant a lot to her, but I never realized he meant that much to her. More than anything, he actually cared about me, about my thoughts and my dreams. I felt... Olivia's lips tremble as she struggles to voice the thought. Normal. ... God, I probably sound stupid saying that. I shake my head in disagreement. You don't. Mr. Iadikan was important to me as well. It's okay, Olivia. I know how you feel. He gave me some of the best advice I've ever gotten from anyone. Encouraged me to follow my dreams, like you. I wish I had met him sooner. There's a moment of silence between us, the air filled with a mix of sympathetic emotions. A shared sadness for the passing of someone who made an impact in both of our lives, but a sense of thankfulness that he graced our lives. Guess we both got our issues, huh? Yeah, I guess so. A fresh breeze of icy air sends a shudder down my spine. So, what should we do now? I pat off the growing pile of snow off my shoulders and my head. Let's see. I look at my phone. School's ending in 10 minutes. Do you want to just chill here until then? No pun intended. Sure. I look around, noticing a tiny bench for two nestled against a tree. The gator girl must have noticed, as she's already holding her arms out to me. I recall something. A certain pair of raptors. I don't recall that. I kneel down, facing away from Olivia. I can feel the icy flakes melt off me as Olivia leans against me again. Her powerful arms wrap around my shoulders, clawed fingers digging into my jackets. My fingers locked together to form a makeshift seat for her behind me. With my passenger secured, I make a beeline for the bench, lest I get caught up in what I feel pressing against my back. She lets herself drop onto the bench, uncaring for her landing. Taking a page from the book of Olivia, I also drop uncaringly next to her, just glad to have some shelter from the increasing snowfall. So here we are, mission accomplished for Olivia. Now what? My curiosity compels me to ask Olivia for something. If you don't mind me asking, what did you wish for? I don't think you can tell someone what you wish for, or else it won't come true. The superstitious side of myself says that she has a fair point, so I decide not to push her any further on it. Just curious is all. We continue relaxing in comfortable silence. I mean, I don't mind telling you if you tell me yours. I guess that's only fair. What did I wish for just now? It's hard to put into words. It's not something specific, rather a feeling that I kept coming back to. Back before I came to this school, I would have wished for more friends, or a successful future, or to take back something embarrassing from the past. And now that I think about it, I didn't need to make a wish. That's too vague. I know, but I don't know how else to put it. Come on, at least try. My best memories from the past few months. ... This, being outside in the freezing cold? No, not that. What do you mean then? I struggle to find the words without making myself sound stupid. You know, we've hung out a lot together, but it's not often that it's just the two of us. Just us? Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. I wish it was like that more often. The Baryonyx's eyes go wide. Shoot, maybe that came across too weird. I mean, I just want to get closer to you, you know? I watched the beginnings of a blush form across Olivia's cheeks. This is such a sad time, but like, this is such a lovely moment. I don't know what to feel. I'm feeling so many things. Wait. didn't mean it like that. I want to get to know you better. She glances away, laughing nervously as her tone changes drastically. Yeah, I understand, totally. I breathe a silent sigh of relief. You want to know what I wish for? If you don't want to share, you don't have to. No, I asked for yours. It's only right. I wished to know what I want to wish for. And you call me being vague. I glance across the bench towards her. I can't make sense of anything right now. I want today to be over, frozen, and to have never happened all at once. I want Iadikan back, but I don't want to just replace him with someone else. It's too late to start all over again. She stops to wipe her eyes, but they are already dry. All I've ever wanted was to be someone he would be proud of, but it just feels impossible. She looks away. I ended up picking something lame. Sorry. What's that? Olivia is still looking away, so while I can hear her hesitation, I can't tell what she's thinking. I threw that coin, and out of everything racing in my mind, the one thought that stuck out the most was just... She chews her lips in contemplation for a moment, and when she finally continues, her voice is a soft whisper. I want somebody I can trust. I feel my face heat up from her words and her tone. Even with her head turned, I notice a red flush creeping over Olivia's face too. I instinctively jerk my head to the other direction. Shoot, what do I do now? We're both sitting motionless, neither daring to say another word. If I listen closely, I feel like I can hear her heartbeat from here. She can probably hear mine as well. I don't even notice the cold anymore. Maybe she can just stay like this for... Maybe we can just stay like this for a few weeks. No, don't be ridiculous. You need to tell her how you feel. I clear my throat, searching for words that wouldn't come. She just said she wanted somebody to trust. I mean, you can trust me. I hear shuffling from Olivia. Damn it, I can't work up the nerve to turn my head towards her. My neck feels like a rusted hinge as I try to disobey my body and look at her through my periphery. Do you trust me? Despite my words, she nods her head vigorously, the blush growing dangerously bright. Well, I shift my body towards her on the bench. I trust you too. Suddenly, she shakes her head a bit to bring herself back to reality. Maybe I can be honest with you then. You're silly and you're ridiculous. Maybe a little over-optimistic. You're thoughtful and adventurous, and you're so willing to just take me with you. You don't treat me any differently for this stupid thing. She lightly hits the armrest of the bench. I guess I stopped noticing it at some point. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously you're like... So many words dance on the tip of my tongue. Like... My mouth and brain are at a standstill. One wanting to just blurt out whatever, while the other keeps it all in and disseminates it in a thoughtful manner. What comes out is... blah blah. You're doing great. You're doing great. A furious snort rips through from the gator's nose, followed by pearls of laughter. Out of embarrassed shame, I cover my face with my hands. What was that? I curse my nerves as I try to protest her continued guttural guffaws. Come on, Olivia, I'm really trying. The snowflakes that managed to still land on me melt away from the extreme heat radiating from my whole head. Olivia acquiesces, though, drawing back into me just a very smug grin. Okay, take 2, Inco. My head's temperature finally drops from the core of the sun to a more manageable volcano. Thanks, jerk. Seeing that small quirk of her own lips, I can't stop a smile from growing on my face. I guess, be honest with her and yourself. Honest. At the very start, I thought you were just out of it. What? You almost ran me over in the hallway. Oh. She frowns and looks away. Sorry. And then you tried to get my seat moved. Sorry. And the claw thing today? Not sorry about that. I figured. And you used to be hard to talk to. I felt awkward every time I'd even try. Like, thank Raptor Jesus for Damion and Liz, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten to know the real you. Olivia rings her clawed fingers together. And what do you think of the real me? She's easily the most caring person I've ever known. I mean, yeah, she can be a little selfish. It doesn't think ahead sometimes. But when she cares for something, she just has to do everything she possibly can for whatever it is. Is that what you think? Yes, I think you're quite caring and passionate and what? And I know Mr. Iadikan saw that in you too. Olivia's eyes water at the mention of our mentor. Thank you, Inco. Now's the time, Inco. Just say it. Is it time? Are we gonna say it? Say the thing that I think we're gonna say? Hey, Inco? Say it! Say it! Say it! Say it! Say it! Do you like me? Dot. Yes? Why does talking have to be so hard? He said it technically. He said yes. It's not what I was wanting him to say, but he said something. I prepare for Olivia's smug one-liner to crush my weak confidence. Instead, I watch as Olivia brings her hood up and hides her eyes within it. Really? For some reason, seeing her like this fills me with a well of confidence. Yeah. Can I hear you say it? Come on, you can say it, Inco! This is what we've been waiting for! Dot. I like you, Olivia. I don't get how. Her hood peels away just enough so I can see her shimmering silver eyes. Why would you like someone like me? Well, I like you too. Yes! Yes! I'm calm. Dot. Olivia brings her legs to her chest, holding the limbs tightly to her. She brings her hoodie's hem over her legs, transforming herself into a crocodile-shaped igloo. In Olivia glue. Flippers was a bad idea. Oh crap, yeah. You okay? Fine. Just call someone. I cough awkwardly and get my phone out to call Liz. Dot. Hello, Inco, is that you? Aren't you supposed to be in class right now? Scalar let Olivia and I out early. Oh, okay. I was just told about Professor Iadikan. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm with Olivia by that old park by the school. Her chair's busted and we're kinda stuck. There's a kneeing whine from the bundled crocodile next to me, her tail wrapping around her as if to hug herself. Broke, in this weather, are you two okay? We're fine. Can you come pick us up? Sure, I think I remember where that is. I'm with Principal Scalar right now. Once we're finished, I can get you two on the way home. Thanks. After some shuffling, the call drops. ... I turn back to Olivia. She seems more anxious than anything right now. You alright? Yeah, I'll be okay. The stovepipe maw of the Olivia glue chatters quietly in the cold. My concern finally takes hold, forcing me to finally close the gap between us. She said the chair had no replacement. It'll take a while for a new one to come in. That means she'll be trapped at home, completely sealed off from the outside. Man, the beginning of Olivia's annoyed protest die of exposure, becoming a grumbling acceptance as I wrap my arms around her shivering form. You're lucky you're warm, Inco. Yeah, I definitely feel like it, as her body shifts and nestles closer to mine. Olivia's tail lays on my lap, the shivers reverberating through it the most. I lay my palm on top of it, feeling the cold limbs shaking slowly still. Some long-distance trivia about limbs losing heat the fastest springs to mind, and in the hopes of keeping frostbite away, I pet the heavy tail. And as I do so, I hear the silliest sound rumbling from Olivia's chest and through the rest of her. It's like a purring cat, almost. There's a new sensation on my cheeks now, soft and warm. Ow! She's... Eh? Her lips are planted firmly on my cheek, and... this feels nice. As I continue to warm her tail for her, I feel her warm lips press more and more against my cheek. ... I don't know if kisses are supposed to go this long and be this wet. And now the lips are moving and some pointy things are there and... munch. And that's her teeth. Olivia instantly lets go of my cheek from her non-lethal bite. Oh, fuck, sorry. I'm new to this stuff. I'm nervous. It's okay. Really? I put a hand to my cheek to feel the damage. I feel the indents of her fangs, but nothing serious. ... I almost even start falling asleep before we hear a car pull up to the bottom of the hill. Olivia perks up and leans forward to try and see who it is. A few seconds later, Liz's head rises above the stairs, scanning like a submarine periscope. Crap, it's gonna be tough getting all the way back down, even with Liz's help. I look back and smile at Olivia, still huddled against herself and clinging to my arm. You ready? ... Today seemed to drag on endlessly. Liz's arrival had ended our embrace, and she had quite the dour look on her face. She said she'd been in a meeting with a principal, and I can only imagine how the faculty and student council were reacting to Iadikan's passing. Her mood seemed to lift a little, at least, when she saw Olivia and I both huddled together beneath a tree. Olivia's mood, on the other hand, plummeted. Probably from the way Liz and I had to carry her to the car. The ride to the Payne household had been silent, save for Olivia's grumbling and embarrassments. Think I'd be in a similar mood if I was treated like a sack of potatoes. But then again, how else were we supposed to carry her? I should suggest more leg workouts to Coach Sully, just in case. ... All right. That is where we are going to leave it off. Oh my god. I have just been through a roller coaster of emotions right now. Oh my god. Iadikan is gone. That is just so disheartening. Oh my god. Or distraughtful. I think it's a better word for it. But then it immediately shifts to the Olivia Inco thing. We finally did it, guys. We did it. We said it. We said that we like her. She likes us back. And we got a kiss. It was on the cheek, but it's a kiss. Progress. I love this game, in case you guys can't tell. And anyway, I hope you all are enjoying this as much as I am. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.